I'm wearing the sash because many of you probably are like, what the fuck does that even mean? So I have to represent. I also have to move some furniture, so pardon me. So this is not part of the story, but basically I'm a title holder in the leather community, which means that I'm available for outreach. I'm the bitch of the BDSM and leather community. 4 years. So if you have any questions about BDSM and leather, or you are curious about it, I'm the one to ask because I'm the official international pervert. But I was not always the official international pervert, and some of you were here a while ago when I did a story and I talked about the pizza guy. The pizza guy. Yeah, all the jokes. Yeah, he actually was a pizza guy. He still is, actually. He owns a pizzeria in Berkeley. And we had a whole affair and everything, and it was really great. When we first met, basically I was like, you know, who is this big, goofy-looking, southern-ass, corn-fried white boy trying to fucking hit on me? Then I discovered this goofy-looking, southern-fried, corny-ass white boy had the most beautiful cock I had ever seen in my life. And not only was his cock beautiful, but he loved thick black women with a vengeance that was beautiful to behold. There's nothing like having someone like grab your fat and just get harder and harder and harder. Yeah, let me tell you, that was a really amazing thing. So we first met. I asked him out by basically running up to him, leaving a note and running away because I'm a mature woman of the 21st century. And he called me. This worked, actually, so word to the wise, notes awesome. Do you like me? I like you. Check live, yes. So at this time, I'm a fully active pervert. You know, I do what perverts do. I go out and I get my ass beaten, right? So I'd gone out on a Wednesday night and gotten the shit beaten out of me. Now this was a shit beaten too. This was the worst beating I had ever endured. So I was covered from the top of my neck to the top of my feet in bruises, welts, scratches, bumps, scrapes, contusions, abrasions, avulsions, everything you could possibly think of. And that Friday was my first date with the pizza guy. There's nothing as awesome as starting to make out and fool around with someone and having them flip you over and go, what the fuck is happening on your ass? Nothing, baby, just turn out the lights. Suddenly, like vanilla missionary position sex in the dark became the hottest thing ever. So we hooked up. The sex was good. I mean, like, really good. This guy could fuck and eat pussy like a champion. Amazing. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is in. I'm down. I'm gonna fuck this guy's brains out as much as physically, humanly possible. Third or fourth date, we're hanging out at his place, doing the thing like you do, you know. His friend is over. His friend is this dorky, pudgy, kind of like goofy ginger guy. And he won't fucking leave. And this is the World Cup night. Remember about 6 or 7 years ago when the World Cup was like the huge fucking deal and like all of San Francisco shut down and like the mission was going balls ass nuts. Like people driving to the Mexico, 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 like walking down the fucking street, you know. And you're just like, yay pride, but chill the fuck out, you know. Sex is going on. So I'm just like, you know, okay, whatever. It's all good. So we're watching the cup, and it's like 4 in the morning, and finally, and I'm drunk, and pizza guy's drunk, and we're just like about to fuck. Ginger guy won't fucking leave. You've had this friend. The last motherfucker at the party, you know, the one who's all like up in your beer when you're like, just go get the fuck out. And there's nothing worse than sitting there like with your pussy just going, feed me! And you're looking over and you're like, ginger guy, dude, get the, you can't hear my pussy screaming for dick? So finally the pizza guy's like, fuck this, I'm going to bed. A clear hint could not be had. This motherfucker goes for another goddamn beer. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to bed too. Good night. And walk out, assuming that this guy will get the hint and leave. So I go in the bedroom, dude's sitting there already with like his massive, gorgeous heart on, and I'm just like, yeah, it's all on. You know, so he's one of these people who could like knock one off and then get down to the real business, right? So he jumps on like, fucks my fucking brains out for like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, fuck me, you think You know, he gets up, smokes a cigarette, he's like, you ready for some more? I'm like, yes. Yes, thank you. Let me just get some Gatorade, because I'm kind of dehydrated over here. So for round 2, you know, he takes his time. He starts like working on the titties. He loved titties, oh my God. And was like kind of constant mumbling. He's like, God damn, look at those big ass titties. I can't get those. He has a whole, like, he's got his inside voice coming out, and I'm turned on, and he's turned on. And then he's just like, sliding down, just like, yes, oh my God, so awesome, so great. He starts eating the pussy. And let me tell you, when you have had a guy who not only loves the fat, but loves the pussy, and is down there and committed, I'm talking about committed to you getting off, like to the point where you're just like, you got your foot on his shoulder, and you're just like, stop it, keep going, stop it, I get it, you got and I'm laying there, and I'm like hanging backwards off of the bed, like with one foot like against his shoulder, and the other foot like on his ass, like driving him further, and like, eat that pussy, you fucking big ass And I've got my eyes rolled back in my head, and suddenly I see this light. No. And I'm like, oh my God, oh yeah, he's that good. Holy shit. And then I hear, go! And I open my eyes and I turn over, and there's chubby ginger kid standing in the door of the bedroom. Naked. With a semi. He's got a little chub action. Meanwhile, the incredibly stalwart pizza guy is and I'm like, hey baby. Hey, seriously, stop. Hey. You wanna say something to your friend over here? So he looks up from between my legs, sees his friend standing there and says, hey man, what's up? And dude's standing there and says, I thought it'd be okay. So the pizza guy looks up and goes, nah, man. It is fucking far from okay. And so ginger guy is sort of like, and I'm like, could you at least shut the motherfucking door? And so, of course, like any good stalwart pussy eater, the pizza guy goes right back to town, chomping away. And I'm like, wait, hold on a second. Wait, stop. Why the fuck did he think it was okay? What the fuck did you tell him about me? He thought it was okay to walk in here with the shit behind him. Well, I knew you were kinky. So, because I'm kinky, I'm just gonna fuck all your friends? Oh, hell no, motherfucker, hell no. Sadly, my indignation did not outlast him sucking the shit out of my pussy. So good, again. So he was given a green light to fuck me again and again and again and again. I will say though that from then on out, it was always a little awkward with me and his very best friend. And I'm not sure that he ever quite got why it was not very fucking okay for him to walk in on his BFF and his BFF's new fuck bitch while she was screaming her head off and getting her pussy eaten. But there it is. Are we not supposed to say only in San Francisco?